Hello, cohort R&R. I decided to do a course called Algebra One Overview. I'm going to take you guys through it and show you about my course. I decided to choose something that I could use also with my high school students, even though this could possibly be used for students who are about to enter college and need a little refresher in algebra. Algebra 1 primarily consists of linear functions, quadratic functions, and exponential functions. So those are the modules that I chose to use for my course. My landing page for my students is here, the learning modules that you see here, and so I decided to use that as my landing page because I wanted my students to come straight into that. I was going to use the announcements page, but for some reason Course Sites was not cooperating with the announcements page. So on module 1 here, I have click on day 1 of this module to start the course. And so when students click on day 1 of the module, you can see that I have it laid out day by day for the students, even with the actual days listed out from October the 1st through November the 15th or 16th, excuse me. And when students click on day 1, it gives them a little welcome, and it tells them that they're going to click on getting started for their first activity. I'm going to show you this real quick because I think I was excited that I was able to incorporate this as an introduction. Students basically have a scavenger hunt that they go on the first day to help them learn about the different things on Course Sites and to take them through finding the syllabus and finding things about me, and also going through and doing their first little assignment activity that introduces them to the online calculator Desmos. So I thought it was neat. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I was excited to find a way that students could learn their way around Course Sites and learn how to succeed in this class. I'm not going to take you through the entire little scavenger hunt, but I just thought you guys would be interested in that. If you want to, I can put you into my class so you can see what I did there if you ever want to use something similar. So let me go back to the learning modules here. Underneath the learning modules, I also have the learning modules set to only open when those 2 weeks are available for each one. So the first module goes October 1st through the 4th. It's just the introduction module. And then the linear functions module opens up on October 5th through the 18th. The other 2 modules I'll show you here in just a minute are set to open up after that on October the 19th and on November the 2nd for the quadratic and the exponential modules. So I was just going through and taking you through the student view first. So when students open up Module 2 for linear functions, again, I had this laid out day by day, day 1 and 2, October 5th and 6th, and then each of these students have to open up day 1 and day 2 before they can actually go and click on day 3 and day 4. And then it goes through after that. Each sequential one is accessed after they've previously opened the one before it. So I'll just show you just an idea of what I have here with my modules. Day 3 and day 4, I have writing linear equations. Each function I ask them to learn how to write the equations, graph the equations, and solve the equations. And so I have my writing linear equations. I have a few instructional videos. I'll just see if I can play just a quick little bit of this. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, but you can see that I used Active Inspire. You can hear a little bit of it maybe, but I used Active Inspire so the students could actually see what I was writing on the screen. Let me scoot ahead just a little bit here so you can kind of see that I'm highlighting on the screen, and students have a lesson that is given to them so they can actually see the math as I do it. And I'm talking them through it, and it's highlighted just like this Screencast-O-Matic is what I'm videoing this particular introduction for you guys. I use Screencast-O-Matic for my lessons as well. So if you ever want to do something like that, Active Inspire and Screencast-O-Matic are really great, especially in this climate that we're in with having to do online instruction a lot in a lot of different places across the country. So after they complete watching the videos, they can click on this link for finding their homework, and it will open up and give them practice problems to do. Some of the practice problems are turned in through assignments. Some of the practice problems are just for them to practice, and they only have to turn in a couple, especially with the graphing ones. And then at the bottom here, I've actually introduced also as well, each module has some type of project to complete as well. In the linear equations module, there is a linear equations picture project, and they have to actually design a Halloween themed picture, and they have to use linear equations and actually find the equations for the picture that they designed. So that's kind of the basic setup of each one of my modules. Let me back out here so you guys can see real quick. Also, I have my quadratic module as well, and then my exponential module. And each one, again, is very similar to the linear module, is set up by day, so they can go through, and each day they have an assignment to do. I designed it this way because I wanted high school students particularly to be able to follow it, and day by day giving them something to do each day is a lot easier, in my opinion, for those younger students, because that way they have get themselves on a good pace and also don't get way behind. So then day 9 through 14, you can see here also I have a little project on this one. The students will work on a little quadratic tunnel project. So anyways, this is my course. Let me go back to the student preview one quick second here and show you also I have course documents over here with my syllabus, my online schedule, and the assignment values. I have the calendar set up on here. There's a discussion page where students have different discussions, like about the linear features, quadratic features, and the presentation of their quadratic tunnels. You can see all of those here, and there's a few of them that are set to only release at certain times during the course also. Then I have my assignments page where they have a discussion of each assignment, and again, these are set to release at different times. And then my submit assignments page where students can submit their PDFs to me, and then they can see their grades. That is my course. I hope you guys enjoy it.